Welcome back to Han Took Shots First. We're here. We're almost done with The Mandalorian Season 2. We're going to be talking about Chapter 15, The Believer.
Shit, we might get to watch the new movie in chronological order if we get this going. That's coming out in May.
It'll be pretty close, yeah.
It'll be around there. I mean, we don't know exactly what era it's going to be. It might be fast-forwarded a bit, but it could be close.
I mean, we could delay some stuff, take a week off here and there.
Oh, we could do that? Delightful.
Well, now that it's all on the Bad Movies Worst People feed, which is what I was going to mention anyway, after next week's episode, Chapter 16, the conclusion of Season 2 of The Mandalorian.
It's the conclusion of the feed.
Yes. That will be the end of the Han Took Shots First feed. I will be moving everything to Bad Movies Worst People completely. It makes my life a little bit easier. If you guys like listening, please follow Bad Movies Worst People. It's anywhere you get your podcast. It's wherever you're listening right now or watching if you're on YouTube or whatever.
And honestly, if you haven't heard us do it before, I mean, the reason we do this is because of the just genuine amount of Star Wars references we were making anyway. Whitney, our best third, told us, go get your own podcast. We can talk about Star Wars all day. So we did. So if you enjoy this, come try Bad Movies Worst People. It's also fun.
Yes, exactly. And if for whatever reason you don't find that entertaining, one, you're insane. But wrong. Two, these episodes are there. Just skip the Bad Movies ones, listen to these. Or, Stockholm yourself and listen to them all.
Yeah. Get to know us a little bit. You might hate us. I mean, us.
Speaking of Bad Movies Worst People, you know how we have a Patreon over there, Jack? At
Oh,
patreon.com/worstpeople.
Uh-huh.
Well, we have a new member recently started earlier this month. Well, last month. Recently joined in September.
Much better.
named Brian.
Ooh,
and he was sending me some messages through the Patreon messenger there. And he mentioned that he's been going through the Han Took Shots First list again. He said, I still love it. And it got me thinking as to why. As a member of the 501st and a fan since 77, because I'm old.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's great to hear all viewpoints almost all at once. Really nice. Gives it a really nice feel instead of just all these uber Star Wars nerds fighting all the time.
Yeah.
So he likes when we have, Whitney on and stuff. Like we have the super nerd, which I'm pretty sure he's referring to you. We have the casual fan, that's me. And then we've had, Ryan and Whitney.
We're going to have Tyler on who hates Star Wars.
I said we had Andor. We had Classy on Andor.
We had Classy Star Wars on with Andor.
Oh, we had Brandon on Rogue One. So,
and that's awesome. Thank you, by the way, Brian. But that's awesome because one of the reasons I like doing this is because if you go on YouTube, it is just all doom and gloom. And sure, you can dislike Star Wars, but I mean, just like it is nothing but ripping on that where I'm just trying to listen to a little story and wind down from work. Impossible to find. You got to try and enjoy the Star Wars that you get. And that's what we try and do. Do we love all of it? Absolutely not. But are we going to watch it? You betcha.
Yeah. But he did mention, I don't know if you caught that in there, that he is a member of the 501st.
I did catch that, yeah.
Yeah.
And so
I guess his son also recently joined as a TIE pilot, and he sent me over some pictures. I have them here of some of their cosplay
say, is that
stuff.
the end of it? You're not going to show me? You're just going to tell me how awesome they are in the 501st?
So this
Vader's
first
fist,
one,
man.
This first one, he specifically said in the email, he was like, just so Jack doesn't say anything, this scout trooper is a work in progress. So this scout trooper one
looks great though. I wouldn't have said anything because it's better than any fucking cosplay I got. I got a fucking Boba Fett helmet behind me. That's it. Yeah, that is awesome.
He sent this over. I'm assuming he must be up there on stage for this.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, look how good those fucking stormtroopers look.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm gonna assume that this is him.
Was that the Return of the Jethro Tull? Return of the Jethro.
I'm assuming this is him and his son because I have another picture with his helmet off. So
yeah.
And then another one of his son's stuff here. And then this is, he said his daughters came to visit and they're all nerds too. So this is his whole family all
Famdalorian.
Tricked out. Yeah.
That is awesome. Well done, man. And
Yeah.
not only is he doing it right, he's raising the kids right, dude. I mean, this are 3 fucking stellar looking costumes that he's got below him. So well done.
Yeah. And I asked him if we could share that, and he said he didn't mind. So, because he was trying to figure out how to send pictures, but you can't send them on Patreon, so he just emailed that over to us.
Nice. And he confirmed that is them in the first season.
He didn't say anything for sure. I didn't go back and ask him. Yeah, I didn't go back and ask him if he was there. I would assume he would have mentioned that.
Well, if he's listening, answer in, please, Brian. We love interacting with our fans.
Yeah. I mean, it would be really cool if he was on there too.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know where he is. I didn't ask. I didn't get too personal, but I mean, it doesn't look like Arizona, so it's not here.
Maybe looks like Oregon.
But, so I don't know if it was like a specific chapter, like the California chapter of the 501st that was there or whatever.
That's true. I didn't think about that because it's like, hey, fly over from fucking Albany.
Yeah.
We're not paying your
some
ticket.
people might have. Exactly.
I mean, I would have. Had if this is my jam is cosplaying and stuff like that, it's just also hard to hide this beard and this hair under a fucking helmet. That's Jack right there. Look at him. His red hair sticking out of everything.
See, this work in progress one would be perfect for you. The hair has room to stick out.
Yeah.
You're not just
Like,
crammed in there.
Did somebody cram a Wookiee in a scout trooper outfit? Nope, just Jack playing a little dress up.
That's what would have happened in episode 4 if it hadn't been Han and Luke putting on the stormtrooper armor and leading Chewie in.
Aren't you a little hairy for a stormtrooper? And tall and animal, sexy.
But yeah, that's just really cool, and I wanted to mention that because we
That's
praised the 501st already, not only for being in the show, but just for the dedication they have to the costumes and all the the realness of all their stuff.
I'm sure he'll elaborate more, but I mean, like, you don't just fucking join the 501st. You submit your costume and you have to get approval. It has to be correct. Like, there's plenty of cosplay out there that just looks awesome where people are making their own Jedi or Sith outfits or Mandalorian especially. But man, you want to be 501st, you got to be accurate.
Yeah, I would imagine. I mean, because you've got to, they want it to be screen usable, basically.
Essentially screen ready. And you know what? They got the call.
And I do like he mentioned that like his son was a little weird about it at first or a little uncomfortable at first because he's a bigger guy. Yeah. But he was like, they don't shame, they don't care.
Right.
Like, as long as you're doing your part to look the part, that's all that matters.
I mean, we are talking about generations of people who will avenge Porkins. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when Porkins died, we all died a little inside as overweight people.
I'm just gonna pull it up one more time because with all 4 of them in their costumes, that looks like something out of a video game right there.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, is that Helldivers? That's the new Helldivers. Looks sick.
Yeah, so thank you, Brian. That's really cool.
Yeah, thank you, Brian.
He mentioned that too because he was talking about it, and he's like, and of course I bought one of your mega hats. Make the Empire great again. Or good again. Sorry, good. Well, yes, let's talk about Chapter 15, The Believer.
Then I saw his face. This episode's The Believer.
Is that why they called it that?
I think it has to be, right? You know what's funny? I was kind of thinking about that. Like, who is the believer? The Imperial guy that gives the speech? Or is Mando now, like, believing I have to do everything for Grogu?
Or I think maybe it also has to do with Bill Burr because he's always got that flippant kind of whatever attitude. But in this one, he gets a lot more, like, he gets his revenge and it's them maybe believing in him because they don't trust him at first. And then he fucking murks all these dudes.
It's got to be one person that's believing.
Yeah.
I want to say that it's talking about, what's his name? Is it Valen Hess?
Yeah.
Richard something. This guy's
he's
terrifying.
Richard Brake. He is
Richard
awesome.
Brake is terrifying and fantastic.
You know what's crazy about Richard Brake? I was going to mention it when he comes up, but I'll do it now.
Let's get
it. Hence my name on the screen here, Southern Gentleman. He's got this Southern accent, but if you look at his information, it's like he was born in the United Kingdom, but he was raised in like South Carolina or something. I was reading.
Oh,
so
wild.
that's why he's got. So I mean,
from empire to colony.
Star Wars was trying to hire somebody, and they were like, "Well, we only hire British people," and he's like, "Well, I was born there."
I was born there, but I do not represent the king. I'll tell you.
Yes, this episode aired originally December 11th, 2020, written and directed by Rick Famuyiwa, and the only episode, if I'm not mistaken, with no Grogu, at least thus far.
Oh, I guess he's not, huh? I thought maybe there was a final shot of him, but no.
No, because they're going off to get him for the next one.
Weird. Kathleen Kennedy and the other uppers were pissed.
And you know what? This is one of the best episodes of the season, so they need
This
to shut
has
the fuck
the
up.
best. Excuse me. It's not a stormtrooper redemption, but imperial redemption you've ever seen. We just get lost with them being faceless, and autonomous kind of, or anonymity. Like they have an anonymity for it. Just they get lost in it, so it's like another death, another death, another death. This one you get Bill Burr giving a speech of why that's not true.
Yeah, exactly. Because you don't think a lot. I mean, until I really didn't think about it at all until Force Awakens. With that these are all people who hang out together in barracks and know each other, and because that's the first time they made a stormtrooper a person.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even in this episode, Richard Brake does it because he's talking to Mando, and he's like, "What's your designation or whatever?" And he's like, "I'm a co-pilot, transport co-pilot." He's like, "No, you're exactly." They're all just a TK number.
I don't give a fuck. They call me Brown Eyes. I don't care. I call you.
That's
TK
actually really
11.
funny. I wonder if that was in the script or if that was just Bill Burr. We call him Brown Eyes.
I think there was something in the script. We got to give him a nickname. Bill Burr's like, say no more. When I get on the set, when we call action, I'll fucking think of something. He's got brown eyes. Call him Brown Eyes. Okay? Done.
This is another Emmy Award-winning episode for outstanding cinematography, which I appreciate.
This show just cleaned up, didn't it?
This also, though, has some of the
Andor just got an Emmy.
Did it?
Yeah, I think for writing.
Okay, I kind of glanced over the Emmys. I don't watch them like I do the Academy Awards. Even
I definitely
though I still
don't
get
watch
pissed at those, but
because most people know I'm just a big Star Wars nerd, everyone tells me like, "Oh, did you see your boy won an Emmy?" I'm like, "Who's my boy?" So I think that'd be Tony Gilroy.
I would assume so. Yeah,
My Tony Gilboy.
But this also has some of the worst CG of the series so far. I don't know if it's just because I'm not used to seeing wheels, but these juggernauts, the body of them looks good because the ships in the show look good. But it's like once the wheels are touching ground and stuff, it looks like a video game.
And which it's fine, just don't show it as much.
Yeah,
we don't need to
there was
focus on
certain
it.
shots, there was an under
Don't worry.
the vehicle shot where I was like, this is a loading screen. But I mean, it's not gonna hurt it.
There's about to be worse CG, so please hold. So I actually, when I was dating a girl years ago, and she liked Star Wars, but she couldn't tell you most characters' names that weren't the big fucking 3 or 4.
Yeah.
So when we were watching a lot of different the prequels and stuff like that, I had a theory that wheels just don't really exist in Star Wars. But then you go back to the prequels and you see a couple vehicles. But I'm pretty sure in the original trilogy there are very few wheels unless they're on a droid.
Yeah, I don't think I can think of any.
Besides droid wheels, it's all either tank treads on the Jawa sandcrawler or it's repulsor lifts. So
that's
that was just
what I was gonna say. The tracks on the sandcrawler is the only thing I can think of.
So that was just my kind of theory was this is a universe, universe that just they didn't evolve from wheels. But then you got these right here. You got prequel trilogies, got a bunch on the droid side.
And I mean, I get it. I guess you're going through rough terrain, but this seems like the vehicle that needs repulsor lifts.
This is why you should have repulsor lifts. This is exactly why.
So let's get into it real quick, and we'll talk about why. But I did notice right at the beginning,
maybe they're too expensive. Maybe they're more expensive than wheels, and they're like, "Look, dude, we're a fucking Empire remnant,
and these things are getting blown up all the time." So
yeah.
But we start in this junkyard where Bill Burr is. It's like a prison, and I did notice there's some crane things walking around picking stuff up that look totally different from the other ones. So I don't think we were mistaken in calling those repurposed AT-AT walkers in the other episode.
Because this is a purposeful walker that doesn't have that design.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So
this was reminiscent of. Did you ever play that Jedi Survivor, the first one with Cal Kestis?
I played some of it.
It opens up with him on a planet like this. It's not a prison planet, but it is like essentially
Prison
what
planet.
we would prison. Oh, brother, it's a prison planet. God, as soon as I said it, but I mean, it's not a colony, prison colony. It'd be essentially like a mining town for our for our Earth.
Okay, I don't remember the beginning. I only played a little while. I need to go back and do, like you were saying, just do like story mode, because I just wasn't getting into the fighting.
The combat is so janky. They're trying to go for Dark Souls, but they straddle it too much. Everybody that has not played those Star Wars games, put it on easy. Enjoy the fucking story. The background's beautiful. When you go to Kashyyyk, my God. Spoiler, you go to Kashyyyk.
I don't think I got to Kashyyyk. I remember fighting a lot of stormtroopers going through mountains.
Yeah, definitely do what I just said.
Yeah, I need to go back. I own it, so I need to go back and do that. But yeah, Cara Dune gets there to pick up inmate 34667, who's Bill
Inmate
Burr.
34667. Please comply.
Dude, this fucking robot, he's like, okay, you're going with Cara Dune now. And he's like, but why? Like, what's going on? And things like, go
Please
with Cara
accept your
Dune.
new directive. You have 3 seconds. This is a modeled after a K2 unit. Judging by like when it started at the ground, I never noticed this. Maybe because we just did Andor, but when it starts at the feet and goes up, it's got the same hip structure. Then the shoulders are the exact same. The chest is less bulky, and the head is not as skeleton.
Yeah, it looks like the guard droids from the prison ship, which would make sense.
Yeah. So I think these like the Empire had the K2 units, and the New Republic's like, look, dude, if we just fucking reprogram them, like it's a good bulky frame that can do work for us, but we got to make him less murdery.
Yeah, and this one though is like, I love this. It's just like, go do your shit, and it pulls out its fucking shock stick, and it's like, go, and it's like
You're not
jabbing
going.
at him.
I don't see you going fast.
And like he gets over there, and Boba Fett gets off the ship, and he's like, oh shit. For a second there, I thought you were that other guy. And then here
there
comes
he is.
shiny ass Mando, and he's like, well, I guess you're here to kill me now, right? Like,
Dude, if he wanted you dead, you would have been dead.
but no, they need him for his Imperial clearances and protocols. So they're trying to find Gideon's cruiser, and he's like, well, I can't do that without getting to an internal system. And they're like, that sounds like an episode.
Yeah. Yeah.
And at first he's like, fuck that, I'm not doing that. But he's got a heart. He's a criminal with a heart of gold, because it's I think Cara Dune tells him like, well, they took his kid. And he's like, oh,
what?
a little
The
green guy?
Oh, little fucking green guys, go fucking get him. I don't care where I gotta put my fucking face. I'll stick it right
Sure.
in there, Mando.
Sure, I was being a little creepy with him, and like I was maybe gonna murder him. I don't know, but like I feel
I just
bad. The
wanted
guy
you
was
to think that.
adorable.
I just wanted you to think that. I was gonna fucking eat him.
The way you said Mando was exactly Bill Burr.
Mando.
So yeah, they have to go to Morak, a secret Imperial mining hub that's
There's
mining
nothing on
Rhydonium.
Morak.
Why is Rhydonium familiar to me? Was that in Rogue One or Andor? Or is that what they were
maybe
getting?
Solo?
Maybe Solo. It
No,
sounds
because that's a
familiar.
fuel. It is familiar, and I'm blanking on why I just figured it was a common Star Wars element.
It's not the shit that
Coaxium is
Forrest
is
Whitaker
Solo.
is huffing, right?
Oh, that is.
Is it Rhydonium?
That might be.
That sounds right.
Yeah, that might be. You got fucking
Okay.
Forrest Whitaker on the back of this truck. Ah, delightful. Tell me, can you slow down a bit so I can huff some more?
He stands near the whole thing while these guys are blowing these up, and just like,
It's
he's
the
like
end
a
of
cop
Rogue
that
One.
hangs out. He's a cop that hangs out right by where they're burning all the weed.
Yeah.
Like,
It's the end of Rogue One, but instead of a big dust cloud, it's this Rhydonium cloud, and he just takes off his mask and embraces it. Going to die the way that I lived. High as fuck.
I love Bill Burr's thing though. They're like, it's Rhydonium. They mine Rhydonium. It's highly volatile and explosive. And he goes, like this one, huh? He points
Like
to
this one's
Mando,
personality.
and it's
Okay,
just like
never mind.
everybody's like chirp, chirp, chirp. He's like,
Sorry, I'm trying
all
out
right.
some new. I'm trying out some new stand up here. I'm gonna tour the fucking galaxy.
So yeah, they get there, and they don't want him to go in by himself because they don't trust him. But
Which I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I don't think he would have done what they said, because they're worried he's gonna go in there and be like, hey, there's a bunch of fucking new Republic who want to come fucking sneak in. They're on that ridge. I don't think that he has any love for the Empire anymore. the remnants of the Empire, I think that he genuinely would help the child.
Yeah, but he wouldn't have made it, and if he did make it, he would have given up like he tried to.
Yeah,
because
he would have
Richard
come right
Brake
out
was in there.
empty-handed.
Yeah. Well, like, Cara Dune can't go with him because they use, like, DNA scanners, basically, and she'll get caught because this whole base is run by ex-ISB.
Her giant-ass bicep has a huge tattoo of all the fucking stormtroopers she's killed or some shit. Like,
yeah, but, like, you know, even if they did the same thing and put on the uniforms, it's still, like, they've got their DNA scanners and shit. I love Boba Fett's thing, though, because it's like, well, I can't go. They might recognize my face.
They see my face. Yeah, they might. Let's just say they might recognize my face. I think they might.
Yeah, possibly.
I mean, just imagine being one of these guys and he walks by without his helmet. What the fuck? Did you see that? It's a fucking clone trooper. Holy shit! I mean, at this point, they would all be dead or very old because they're accelerated growth.
Yeah.
So none of them would look
that
as
literally
good as
made me
Boba.
laugh out loud, though.
Yeah.
So Mando's going to go with him. He's like, not unless you take that helmet off. So he has to. He goes in, switches to his costume that I used for the thing there. They jump these dudes, and he has to put on he looks so uncomfortable wearing this armor.
Yeah, even Cara Dune's like, I'd like to say it looks good on you, but I'd be lying. I kind of miss you being like a shiny little hood ornament.
And I like, so they're getting attacked. There's these guys, pirates, that are trying to stop all these juggernauts from taking. I mean, I guess it's like trying to, like the episode Point Break 2015 that we did on our main feed.
Yeah.
Where they're trying to steal the gold, but they're trying to stop these things. It's like, well, this has already been mined, but we're just trying to stop the corporation from getting it. Same idea here. This has already been mined, but they just don't want the Empire to have it, which is probably a good thing. According to Richard Brake later, it would have been bad if they got it.
Yeah.
But, like, I love, so they're getting attacked by these dudes, and Mando's trying to use his armor the way he uses his armor, and it's just
I like when
shattering.
he shoots out the window and Bill Burr's like, are you seriously shooting a blaster next to fucking Rhydonian? Huh? It's like, well, they have thermal detonators, so I got to do something. Otherwise, we are fucked. I mean, even as they're driving, you see all the fucking remnants of the blowed up ones, even before this particular convoy gets attacked. Because they're the third out of, 4 or so?
Yeah, and Bill Burr has a line in there, too, that shows you that he doesn't have any love for it, because he's right before they get attacked, he's when they're going through that town, he's like, look, they're all looking at him like, what the fuck are you guys doing here, whatever. And he's like, Empire, New Republic, we're all just invaders on their land.
Yeah.
You know,
there's
everybody is somebody
ruling
ruling somebody. Exactly.
Yeah, because he has a good speech here where he's going off about the the Mandalorians. They didn't want to fucking die. He's like, you got people on Mandalore that think one thing. People on Alderaan think a whole completely different thing. But guess what? Neither of those places exist anymore. So, and this is when he starts giving him shit. He's like, kind of seems like your code is a little bendable when you get desperate. Can you not take your helmet off, or can you not show your face? That's all I'm saying, dude. I'm a survivor just like you. I'm nothing like you.
And Mando's not playing into his stuff here, so he doesn't want to engage with him. But we know he can take it off, just not in the presence of other people,
right?
Because he's got to eat,
right?
But
I mean, I wonder though, I know that he breaks the rules later, but would this have counted? Like if the armorer would have asked, like, to take your helmet off? Like, yes, but I was alone when I took it off, and then I put on this Imperial helmet when I went back outside, so no one saw my face, but I was without my Mandalorian armor.
Yeah,
would that be
okay?
Wonder.
I mean, I guess because they're such extremists, it might still be the wrong thing for them. I don't know.
The armor
I
is
just
actually...
assumed because he's got his face is covered. That's the big thing, is nobody's seen his face.
The armor is actually Princess Leia. No one knows. She just takes all the armor off and goes about her town. Everyone, like, she waves at everybody. Everyone's like, cool, it's Princess Leia. Then she goes back and puts on her armor. Did anyone see your face?
With hammers.
No one saw my face. They saw Princess Leia's face.
Are you looking for a movie podcast with deep dives, interviews, and thoughtful film analysis?
We ain't got none of that. What do we got?
You want to hold the bucket?
Right? I'll hold the bucket, sit in the
I'll
cuff
just stand there
chair.
with I will never blink. I'll just be there holding the bucket.
I will
like,
never blink on her drapes, most likely. You look like a drape jizzer. R.I.P. That sweet, sweet pussy. It is known that Jessica Tandy had the sweetest pussy in Hollywood.
If you don't know, Google it. Don't Google Jessica Tandy's pussy, you guys. Don't do it. Don't do it. Doom Generation.
Available anywhere you find podcasts.
If you really enjoy listening to Bad Movies, Worst People, just so you know, we do have Patreon. We have 2 different tiers.
That's right. Patreon.com/worstpeople. We have a $3 tier where you get early access to Han Took Shots First, our Star Wars podcast. You get a monthly newsletter. You get archived episodes that are no longer available on the main feed. Plus, you get our monthly mental health episode.
Which we need.
And we do. And there's also a $5 tier where you get all of that content. Plus, you get ad-free episodes from the main feed. And you get access to Latchkey Vids, which is our recap show about forgotten or never known television shows from the 90s, like Cop Rock.
Too soon, man. It was just too early. It's a beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing. So check out patreon.com/worstpeople. Help support this crazy endeavor. Thank you.
Thank you.
But yeah, he's fighting these dudes, and like, of course, he's trying to shoot them at first, and of course, the fucking Imperial blaster doesn't work; it jams or whatever happens there. Yeah, he's like, this fucking piece of shit, dude. Like,
damn it. He does right, throws it at somebody. It's a cool top of the train fight.
Yeah,
you know.
It's really cool.
One complaint though, there are so many skiffs available because he takes out the first one with thermal detonator, boom. Out of the smoke comes another skiff. And he's like, all right, fuck. Takes them out with not minimal effort because he doesn't have any of his gadgets. He doesn't have his good-ass armor. And then through the smoke comes 2 more. Like, it's just like a clown car of skiffs.
Well, there's 2 more, and then when they cut to the wide shot, there's actually like 5 more.
Uh-huh.
And that's when
I love that. He gets up all tired, and he's like... all right.
Well, and they all stand up like once he takes out that second skiff, and they all come through the smoke, and every single one of them is just like beep, and like lights up their thermal detonator. There's like 40 dudes with detonators. They're like, "We're gonna get you."
Yeah,
like,
we could do this all day. We're like Captain America with a trash can lid, dude. I could do this all day.
But they do get rescued by TIE fighters. I thought you'd be happy to see a TIE fighter, huh?
It is. They almost blow up the fucking Juggernaut.
Yeah.
Because they're inexperienced TIE fighters. They're remnants. You know, these guys might not have seen battle.
It was interesting, too, when they get inside. We talked about the armor, the dirty, fucked up armor that all of Werner Herzog's guys had.
Yeah.
Some of these dudes are wearing busted-ass dirty armor, and some of them are wearing, like, pristine white armor. So I'm like, well, this is obviously... I mean... Production-wise, I know why. They took all those armors and they gave them to guys for this scene.
Right.
But it's just interesting that in this base, there are dudes who are, like, polished and clean and dudes who look like they've been hanging out at Navarro with Werner Herzog.
That's great. I love it because this is how mythology of Star Wars is born. George just put some stupid random piece of plastic on somebody's chest and was like, yeah, those are metals. And then somebody else had to go figure out what the meaning of those metals were, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that to me, that's fucking great because George was just like, I don't know, man, make it look cool. And then someone's like, yes, but I'm going to make sense of it too. And those are my people.
He finds the terminal. It's in the officer's mess, which already right there, I'm like, well, you're not an officer. They're probably already going to be like,
man,
why
people
are
are saluting him.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I think it was more just a celebration. Like, holy shit, good job, man. Like, you're the only ones who made it through today.
Yeah.
And like it was badass. Like
maybe that's why no one questions him in the mess. There's like, all right, whatever.
But that's where we meet Valen Hess, who's played by Richard Brake, as we mentioned. People might know Richard Brake. He's a character actor. He's in a lot of stuff. But the big thing that a lot of people might know him from is Batman Begins. He's Joe Chill. He's the one who kills
Martha.
Yeah, Bruce's parents. And he's also, though, what people wouldn't know him from, but will be his probably more popular role. He is the Night King in Game of Thrones.
Yeah, as he's not very recognizable, but...
Yeah. And then you just recently watched Mandy. He is the chemist in Mandy. He's the one that's making the drugs.
He's got the motherfucking tiger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's also in Barbarian. For those who've seen it, he's Frank. He's the guy in the basement. He's the old man who's kind of running all the stuff.
Just do yourself a favor and look him up because he's got a really haunting, nefarious face, and I mean that with love.
He's also in a movie we'll be talking about on Bad Movies, Worst People. Death Machine, which is it's got him. It's got Brad Dourif, some other people, robot killing, fun stuff.
Hell yeah.
But Brad Dourif and Richard Brake are the two I can think of right now off the top of my head. He's also in Tremors Shrieker Island.
Oh, God.
Which I have not seen. But.
Don't go far. I've seen the first 10 minutes. It wasn't
I own
good.
it on Blu-ray. I haven't watched it yet.
I think you're okay.
Oh, and he's also in Doom.
Dune?
Doom with an M.
Oh, Doom. Gotcha.
The Rock.
I could see him in Dune, but I don't see him in Dune.
No, the Rock video game adaptation.
Ew.
Yeah. So we'll be talking about him again.
Yeah. No, he's doing some fucking great work here because he's like, just cool, calm, collected, menacing, and fuck. Also, the music is so thrilling and just like that on your fucking nerves kind of music.
Yeah.
I
mean, I didn't even notice the music while I was watching. I did watch a couple days ago, but that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Like the music was like part of what was happening. Like the scene was tense, and it's because of that.
And I love that Mando's just like, I know I'm supposed to take my helmet off, but I'm going to try it with my helmet on anyway. And it's like,
right.
We need to scan your face or you're going to get locked out and killed.
Yeah,
Fine,
I've talked about
off.
this on a previous episode. I don't understand. It's like it needs to scan your face just to make sure you're human, ? Because like he's not in their system.
I guess it's to make sure you're not in the system at all. Especially this being remnants, you could easily have new recruits so often the Empire's like, I don't fucking care, dude. Just make sure they're not a fucking rebel drop trooper.
Yeah, I guess
because it's run by ISB.
Yeah,
so
it just seems weird. It feels like a facial scan should be like, you're an employee and we've got your passport photo loaded in our system, kind of thing.
Yeah,
but
I mean, I'm fine with it. The Empire's just so cocky.
Yeah, that's probably what it comes down to.
Who's gonna fucking break in? We're the Empire, dude.
Yeah. Who's ever broken into or damaged any kind of Imperial facility? Come on.
No, it's never happened. All right, get to work on the third Death Star.
So yeah, he takes his helmet off. The scan works. Valen Hess comes over. He's like, hey, trooper, fucking listen to me when I'm talking to you. Does the whole designation transport co-pilot thing we were talking about.
I like how Bill Burr's like, hey, we got to get over there. And fucking the delivery of the fucking show, he's like, you are not dismissed.
Dude,
like,
yeah.
Okay. Can I be dismissed now when you smell the poop I just made in my pants?
But I know part of this had to have been just Bill Burr improvising, or whoever wrote Rick Famuyiwa talked to him about it, because when he's like, this is TK593. You're gonna have to speak up. He can't hear you because of there was an explosion.
The decompression of the chamber.
Now, let's go fill out our TPS reports. Come on,
yeah, the TPS reports got me.
And of course, there's a whole fucking thing in the trivia. It's like, this is a reference to what was made famous by Office Space. I'm like, no shit. Trivia guy.
If you need that trivia, you don't get to laugh at it.
Thumbs down, not interesting.
I did not find this helpful. But I love he's like, you are not dismissed, and then starts like, let's have a drink. We could drink to health, we could drink to prosperity.
Let's have a drink, brown eyes.
Yeah.
That's
great. Is this nickname gonna stick?
Season 3 is just called the Brown Eye DeLorean.
You my brown eye DeLorean. But this is when we get the let's drink to the Empire kind of thing, and it's him and Bill Burr having the best back and forth. We will not do it justice, but it's this whole thing of like, let's talk about Operation Cinder. Which, are you familiar with Operation Cinder?
No, I'm not. I just kind of assumed they made stuff up for this.
No, this is actually from a video game, and then it became part of the books. When the Emperor died, he had all these fucking droids with his like hologram projection face give orders to top tier members to burn the Empire down. So it's kind of a bunch of different things, but one of the things was if it couldn't protect him, it doesn't deserve to exist, right? But he also knew at this point, none of the writers did, that he was going to resurrect. So what he wanted to do is exactly what Hess is about to say: cause disarray, show them how terrible the New Republic is, and they will beg for us back. right? So because that's what Operation Cinder is. Then there's the First Order, which we will see in Episode 7, Force Awakens, and then there's the Final Order, which we did not really get to see, but that is Episode 9, is the final. That would have been like the Final Order was to put Death Star level weapons on each Star Destroyer.
Okay.
That's the Final Order, so that he can just be like, you don't want to fucking join our empire? Obliterated. And we can do it to 20 planets at a time if we feel like it. So Operation Cinder is a real thing. It is burn down the empire, burn down the New Republic however you can, and we're going to fucking go to the unknown regions, and I'm going to rebuild. Somehow I will return.
And I want you to put it in the script that way.
And write it just like that, please. Can you quote me? Read it back to me. I mean, this guy, I had to make some tough decisions that day. He's like, yeah, I bet you fucking did, pal. Because he lost like 10,000 of their own people, burnt a whole city to the ground, and that's what Bill's getting to. He's like, was it good for them?
Yeah, because he was at, it's called Burnin' Khan.
Mm-hmm.
And
Only
I just looked
called
it up.
Khan before they lit it on fire. Now it's Burnin' Khan. Back then it was just Khan.
I just looked it up because like I said, I had just assumed it was stuff for the show because a lot of the stuff they reference, you've looked up, and it's all just been stuff they talk about in the show only. It's them planting seeds for other people to write books or do whatever.
Absolutely.
But it says on Wikipedia, it's a planet in the Anoat sector, served as a mining colony for chromium and other ores. But there was a spaceport there, and the Iron Blockade had to come and basically fuck it up, I guess.
Okay.
3 months after the Battle of Endor, Burnin' Khan was one of dozens of world targets targeted by the remnants of the Empire during Operation Cinder. Yeah, so he was there, whatever that was, and all those people died. And that's when the guy's like, well, it's a small sacrifice for the greater good.
Oh, yeah? Was it good? Because like, look, son, we outlasted them. We're still here.
Yeah. And Mayfeld just like shit talks Hess about whether or not it was worth it.
Was it good for the fucking people dying in their fucking farms?
And he's like, well, the Rhydonium you delivered will let us wreak havoc more than Burnin' Khan. And that's when he says, like, people don't want freedom. They just want order. And he pulls up his glass. He says, to the Empire. And fucking Bill Burr just fucking blasts this dude.
This would have been a good spot for a fuck the Empire. To the Empire. Fuck the Empire.
But like, yeah, he just shoots. I love it because he shoots him, and everybody just kind of sits there and looks. Like all the other officers and stuff are just like,
they're all in helmets. Not all, but some are in helmets, and you can still like feel them going like, should I do so? I don't know. I just saw that. I don't know what to do.
And like everybody starts coming in, and he hands Mando the trooper helmet, and he's like, hey man, you did what you had to do. I never saw your face. Mm-hmm. So he puts it back on. And
I ain't
they
no
shoot
fucking
their way out
lousy
of there.
snitch.
Exactly.
I grew up in the fucking boroughs, the 5 boroughs.
And this whole time, Fennec Shand and Cara Dune have been watching through sniper rifles, waiting to see what's going on. And they just, because they're climbing out this window, trying to get away from all these guys, because obviously they can't fight all these dudes. And these Fennec Shand and Cara Dune are just sniping these dudes off the side of this building. It's fucking awesome.
It is rad. At one point, I don't know if it's coming up or if it already happened, but it doesn't matter. Like TIE fighters just like fucking come here. TIE fighters rip through the mountains, and all I could think of was like, whoa, did you see those 2 hot chicks in that mountaintop back there? Yeah, let's go back and check it out there. Swing back around. I saw a couple hot ones. We've been alone in this island for quite some time.
Some dude gets thrown off the roof, and they're trying to get rid of the Wilhelm scream. So this guy falls down, and he straight up has like a goofy like, like,
dude, fucking, why are we retiring the Wilhelm scream? You can't replace it with anything better. It doesn't exist.
Definitely not the goofy fucking fall noise.
Yeah.
They're like, look, Disney doesn't own the Wilhelm scream, but we do own Wahahooey. So
all right, sound guys, you can go through our entire catalog of laughs and screams that we have. Oh, look at him falling down. Oh no. So stupid, dude. Hashtag bring back the Wilhelm scream.
Like Boba Fett swoops in, picks them up,
and
on their way out, Boba Fett.
On
On their way out, Mayfeld grabs the sniper rifle from Mando, and snipes the open container of rhydonium on the top of this juggernaut, and it just fucking obliterates this entire base.
Yeah.
And
It's-
we do see the Slave One using those charges again from
my
episode
God.
2.
The
little,
seismic depth charges.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, I knew it was coming, but I'm watching this, like, and his fucking repeating blasters sound so cool. Like, this is the coolest ship in the fuck. I know the Millennium Falcon is dope, and I often go back and forth, but this is my favorite ship. It just has to be the Slave One, the Fire Spray, Slave One, whatever you want to call it. But when he did, when that fucking compartment opened, I was like, let me just turn this up real quick here. Love that sound.
The last thing I'll say about the Slave One, 'cause we've talked about it before. You said that it was from some Kenner toy back in the day.
Yeah.
But people also keep wanting to tell me that AT-ATs are AT-ATs and not AT-ATs because of some Kenner commercial. So if you're going to go with Kenner canon, then it's the Slave One, not
Yeah,
the
Disney's
fucking
not
Fire
now.
Spray or whatever Lego put out a couple years
Yeah.
ago.
I mean, Disney's the one that changed it before Lego did. Just so you know, it was just like
I'm just saying, if
it
toys
was
are naming our stuff, then you got to stick with the OG, right?
true. I agree.
Also,
I think
it's
it
a
was
scary
Disney
name.
knowing they're about to heroify him, and we can't have our
Yeah.
hero having a ship called the Slave. Even though I could explain at least 3 different reasons it'd be called the Slave One, and not have to do with actual slavery, which does exist in the galaxy. Which Boba Fett worked to hide. It was hired to get to hunt runaway slaves. Like, he wasn't a good fucking guy.
Yeah, you can't heroify a guy. If he decides after becoming a hero that he wants to change the name of his ship, that's one thing, but they're just acting like it was never called the Slave One.
Right.
So it would still be stupid, but that would at least be a story reason.
Also, hashtag release the Slave 2.
Boba Fett will chase it down. Like, I love when they're getting out of there, though, and I think it's Cara Dune that finally is like accepting Bill Burr. And she's like, hey, nice shooting back there. He's like, yeah, just working some stuff out, getting it off my chest, you know?
It was cool they had him be badass because, like, even before they escape, like, when he's in that room shooting, he's not missing.
Yeah.
You know, which is
Well,
back
they
to that
do say
season
he
1
was
joke.
He was a
like,
sharpshooter.
Yeah. That's a stormtrooper, dick. I was a sharpshooter. Get that blaster out of my face, Mando.
And then their whole thing, like, he's like, well, I guess I'm going back to prison now. And Cara Dune's like, well, it's too bad Mayfeld didn't get out of the base alive. He died in there, huh?
It's a bummer.
Yeah, and Mando's like, yeah, I saw him die.
This-
And he's just like, I love he's like looking back and forth like, should I? And then Mando like nods and he's like, I'm going to go.
Hey, this is kind of weird. There's nothing on this fucking planet. That's why they put this remnant base here. So, can I get a lift? No? Okay. Well, I guess I'll just better than dying in that junkyard.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he could go and hang out with the people back in the village.
Yeah, that's true.
Take off that fucking armor first, but yeah, he'd be fine.
Let's hope you don't have any Imperial tattoos from your old days.
And the last thing is Mando sending a message to Gideon on his ship, and it's that speech from Gideon's previous episode. Yeah, you have something I want. I love it, and it's such a different connotation in the exact same words. Like, he means more to me than you will ever know.
Ever know. I will stop at
And then
nothing.
just
Nothing.
Boom, cut to black.
Love it.
Yeah.
Great fucking episode, man. I mean, like you said at the top of the thing, no Grogu, and that's fine. It is just such a banger episode between the talkie talks and the shooty shoots, and also something we didn't talk about. We get to see the inside of the Slave. We get to go inside the Slave One. It parks on its jets and then flies forward like so. Obviously, the cockpit doesn't rotate, but I always wonder what the inside looked like. And I know there's like drawings and shit, but this is our first time ever seeing the inside of that thing roll around the way that it does. So that way the passengers and the cargo is always at an even keel.
Yeah, I like that. You could see the walls moving in the back. I didn't quite notice, like, I was like, well, he tilts up and he turns, so it should twist. And I just saw them, like, kind of moving one way. But I was like, either way, it's still pretty cool.
I don't think it should twist.
Well, because if you go in and it's laying down like this, when it goes up, I don't know.
Let me get my Lego Star Wars. I'll be right back here. I have 3 different versions of the Boba Fett toy. The Slave One toy I can grab real quick.
But that's it. for The Believer, Chapter 15. We'll be back next week with the final episode of Season 2, Chapter 16, The Rescue. Ooh. And remember, guys, after next week's episode, this will only be available on Bad Movies Worst People feed or on our Patreon, where you can get it ad-free. So please follow Bad Movies Worst People, or, even better, just go to patreon.com/worstpeople. For $3 a month, you get these ad-free.
It is the easiest way.
Come on.
It is the easiest way. Come on.
We send it right to you. Kind of.
$3. Just help us get some more spatchka.
And go check out our shop, guys. I mentioned earlier that our friend and patron Brian bought one of our Make the Empire Good Again hats. You can go to shop.badmoviesworstpeople.com.
We
I have everything
adorable.
marked. Yeah, and everything is marked as low as I'm allowed to set it. We're not trying to make money. We're just trying to get merch out there. So it's an advertising for the show, and you can represent for your favorite podcast, who is us.
Hopefully.
But yeah, we've got a great Andorable shirt. We've got the shirt with our logo there that's in the background. Han took shots first. Just this, he's holding his beer and his whiskey. And I'm working on other stuff. I'm always working on the show, so the photoshopping stuff is a little harder because I'm not as good at that. So, but I'm working on more designs. We're getting stuff out there. So check that out. Thank you guys for tuning in. I've been Derek.
I'm Jack.
My glass is empty, so let's get a drink, Brown Eyes.
All right.